Um, yeah, no, listening to that, all right. But to be honest, for someone to hold the BNP um, leadership to ransom, that sounds like a pretty bloody opportune moment to me. That's all I'm saying. I mean, the timing's rather convenient as far as I'm concerned. Um, it's just sounds very, you know. I stood at the count, mate. All right, I'm an activist down in Sussex. All right, I'm not. I just listened to what you said, but the reality is, you knew the damage it would do, the major damage that that would do to the party. And particularly with your little notes as well. I mean, I read your notes. I looked at I looked at the website for at the time because and I thought, well, that's someone who's out to ruin the party. Actually, I don't expect a huge amount of sympathy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not looking for sympathy. All I'm looking for is facts and evidence. At the end of the day, if you look at the timing, as I've previously stated, it was my intention to confront or, let this come to a head after the election. Nick Griffin knew the situation. Jim Dowson knew the situation. Paul Golding, Arthur Kemp, everybody knew the situation. And it was pretty much off the record, planned, that we were going to, resolve this after the election. But they initiated a surprise attack on me. I knew full well what was going to follow with, the private blogs, what's it called, the BNP Lie Chronicles or whatever the hell it is that calls me a red, green arrow and God knows what else. You need to put yourself in that situation and understand what you're going to be confronted with. Now, what I did was not planned, and as I've already said, I regret what I did, but I did what I did as a reaction to the attack that was upon me. Now, I knew that if I just rolled over and played dead, like many people do, for the good of the cause, as they call it, that's a blackmail, that's, what people, what they tend to use against you, you're going to be finished. You're going to be slaughtered from here to kingdom come, and the real good, honest members are going to be none the wiser. Now, I tried to act on behalf of the members. I represented the members. I was in control of a party asset that belonged to the members, as far as I was concerned. It wasn't mine, and it wasn't Nick Griffin's, and it sure as bloody hell wasn't Jim Dowson's. And over my dead body was I going to allow a £500,000 BNP asset paid for, funded by the members, to be passed over to Jim Dowson to be set up as a private limited company for personal profit. Now, if you don't like what I did, all I can do is apologise. But I will say this, I was acting on what I thought was the best interests of the members to protect what is legally theirs. And if I did wrong, as I say, I apologise.
But that's an astonishing statement. I'm not even sure that you realise fully what you've just said. You created yourself Lord and Master of the universe. You just described that web page as an extremely important asset to the BNP membership. And my God, this is the 21st century. The importance of the internet should never be undermined or underestimated. And yet you alone made the decision that you would withdraw that very important asset that was there for the benefit of the BNP membership and supporters. You alone made that decision. Who accorded you that responsibility and that right? You should have taken your concerns to the party membership and the party executive and made an official protest in writing, and that's where you should have left it, and you should have let that process take its natural course. That's the best practice. Not to unilaterally withdraw it off of your own volition. I mean, that's astonishing.
Kevin, before you go, if it's not too late, I think you might have missed the point earlier that I stated. I never took the website down. And if you're not here, anyone else that's listening, you need to understand this. I did not take the website down. What I did was put a post up for 10 minutes, which was a mistake and which I've apologised for, but it was a 10-minute period. For that was put up. Simon Darby asked me to put it back, and I did. He pointed out that I'd made a mistake. I acknowledged that I'd made a mistake, and I accepted and apologised, and I put the website back up. I suspended it.
It's not to do with you. It's to do with the website, mate. I think you're getting a little sort of ahead of yourself, really.
No, I think in actual fact you're getting ahead of yourself. Now let's put this into perspective and let's put it into a little bit of reality. And this is the point you're missing, or the point that you refuse to accept and refuse to believe. Now, 2 days before the election, I posted something, took the website offline, suspended it for a 10-minute period. 10 minutes. 600 seconds. 600 seconds. That website was offline 2 days before the election. After which, most people had already made up their bloody minds anyway. How many people voted in the election? I don't know the figure, but let's assume for 1 minute it's 5 million or whatever. How many of those do you think were online on the BNP website in that specific 600-second period that I took the website offline? You really are clutching at straws and looking for a scapegoat here. You need to face up to facts. It was a 600-second period, a 6-minute period. 10-minute period. It was a 10-minute bloody period 2 days before the election. And if you seriously are trying to convince me that every voter on the face of the planet or in the face of this country was on our website in that 10-minute period, you are severely deluded.
Oh, I just want to ask you a question quickly, Simon. Johnny said something, I've heard the rumours myself. I personally know it's all bollocks, if you excuse my language. But in regards to the Searchlight and 1 Million United against the BNP, well, somebody's raised it, so if you want to get it out of the way and so it all stops here, I'd appreciate it, mate, and just let us know that it's all crap. Or if it's not crap, then well, then I'll be honest, my opinions of you would change completely. So I hope it's all crap. So your mic.
Yeah, I'm completely confused by this. I've desperately and frantically tried looking into this to see if there's any basis or shred of proof to back this up. Now, I just can't find it. I've no idea for the life of me where this has come from. I've got an email from this guy Andrew Stott, and I'll publish it if I've still got it. I think I've still got it, but I'll publish it. When he emailed me in a similar vein saying, what the bloody hell is this all about? I'm going to take the BNP to court and everything else. You know, I've never spoken to the guy in my life. I've never even heard of his name, and I'd never even heard of his bloody website. So whether this is just a complete...
Simon, we've lost you there, mate. I don't know whether you've got a problem your end, but we've got no sound or anything. I don't know if you just want to check your mic or that you've got the button pressed down. Jesus, for fuck's sake, don't say things like that, they'll believe you. It's your mic, Simon, if you want it, mate. Nobody else is speaking, so come up to it. So it must be the MI5 recording of it's gone back down, mate. That's what it is. Well, Simon, obviously I know you. If your mic's gone down, it's not a problem. So hopefully you'll come back again. And I'd just like to say thank you for actually coming in here and answering some people's questions. It's a